Ralph Russell, how are you, sir?
Very good, Jeff. Great to see you again.
Great to see you. Happy quarantine.
Yeah, same to you. We're all doing the best we can and really sending you and, of course, everybody viewing this video heartfelt best wishes for sure.
So let's talk about the Small Business Administration Loan Program. You told me that they're rolling this out newly out of DC. What exactly is this all about?
So because of course, the economic distress that so many business owners are in, the Small Business Administration, along with, of course, the administration and Congress passed really groundbreaking rules last week to really give a boost to small business owners.
And so what exactly is going to be involved with this and who is eligible for it?
Sure. So small businesses that have under 500 employees, 501c3 nonprofits, as well as 501c3 veterans groups with under 500 people can apply for this loan. There's also some language for independent contractors as well. So for those of you who are solo entrepreneurs like myself and probably you, Jeff, right? I mean, we can also apply, but for those independent contractors, I would advise them to look at the SBA site, or obviously they can ping me and I can give a little bit more details on that as they become more available.
So what exactly is needed for someone that doesn't know, do I really apply to this? Am I eligible? What do they need to know to make sure they fall under the jurisdiction of being part of this loan program?
Yeah, good question. So as long as their business was open before February 15th of this year, 2020, and they were basically paying people, they have a payroll, that is one of the steps becoming eligible. So that's one of the key factors.
And Ralph, how do you calculate the total loan amount that you may be eligible for within this program?
Sure. So this is really a loan that's based on payroll only. And we'll get to some of the other benefits that the SBA has in this loan that they don't offer in others. But as far as eligibility goes, the business owner looks at their average monthly payroll number over the last 12 months. So say, for instance, your average payroll for the month is $100,000. You take that number and you multiply it by 2.5. So in that case, if you have a $100,000 average monthly payroll, you would be eligible for a $250,000 loan under this program.
Okay. And a lot of people, I'm sure, Ralph, are hearing this and being like, oh my gosh, this is a godsend. This is so great.
Sure.
But I'm sure a lot of people are also realistic, maybe a little bit naturally cynical toward loans sometimes. Right. So what is the interest rate expected of these?
The loan rate is only 0.5%, which is the lowest rate I've ever seen in the commercial finance space. And the loan term goes out to 2 years. And the first 6 months is deferred, so there's no payments for the first 6 months. And there's also potential loan forgiveness.
And what is the collateral for this type of loan, Ralph?
Another point to this is so amazing that there is no collateral to this. Now, typically the SBA is going to require a good deal of collateral, but in this case, there is zero collateral and no personal guarantees. And that's a big deal for business owners, Jeff. Business owners really don't want to sign a personal guarantee to put their own personal assets at stake. There is zero personal guarantees with this loan, which is really mind-blowing to me. It's fantastic for small business owners.
So with a lot of people, sometimes they can think that, I'll get this loan. It's been a great godsend. I'm using it. My business is going strong, but now I can't pay it back. Is it true that I may not have to pay it back?
So there is forgiveness, an element to this loan, and this is very important. And I would definitely advise looking at the guide that I'm going to make available, or look at the SBA website and read more about the forgiveness aspect of the loan. But the forgiveness aspect is based on the employer keeping their payroll intact during this first 8 weeks of the loan period. They want to make sure they're going to take a look at what is your payroll like prior to the day that the loan was originated, and then the following 8 weeks. So they want you to bring people back to your business that were displaced. They're going to incentivize business owners to do that, and certainly incentivize business owners to keep the payroll they have and not let people go. Because if you do let people go, or there's a change in your payroll, then you're going to see a reduction in that forgiveness. But this is a little tricky part. I would definitely advise people to look at the SBA website and the documents that we'll make available, where it's spelled out very, very well.
Ralph, what will be the required application checklist for these documents?
Sure. The docs are pretty straightforward. Initially, they're just going to be needing the SBA Payroll Protection Plan application, which is a 2-page application, much shorter than usual. They're also going to need to supply 2 years of payroll reports. There's a end of the year, you get a payroll report that summarizes what the payroll has been for the year. and the latest filed business tax return.
With your advisement and working with you, how could that be a benefit for somebody as well?
So yeah, thanks for bringing that up, because they can go three ways, Jeff. They can go direct to the SBA website, which is sba.gov, and apply online. They can use their local bank if they'd like, if they're an SBA lender, and meet with their local banker. Or they could work with my firm, where my firm and our team package the loan for them. We advise them, we answer their questions, we get the documents collected and upload them to our SBA non-bank lender website. And all that is basically for free to them, because we get paid by the lender who's paid by the SBA. So no cost, no fees to the borrower, no matter which way they go. I know that there are pitfalls for small business owners many times. I want to let that stop you from applying, because again, there's no typical credit score requirements. By the looks of things, there's no personal guarantees. So some of the reasons why SBA says no in the past are not going to be considered this time. So I really think that for most people, they should give it some serious consideration.
Absolutely. Where can people go, Ralph, to get in touch with you?
Sure, absolutely. People can go to my website, which is springboardfundingpartners.com, and learn more about my business. One of the advantages of being older, Jeff, is you've been in the business a long time, so there's some upside to that. But they could contact me also at Ralph@springboardfundingpartners. That's my main email. That's Ralph@springboardfundingpartners.com. And of course, my phone number and so forth is on my website at springboardfundingpartners.com under contact.
Sure. And just to go with relevant and timely times right now, Ralph, we don't know how long this quarantine and how long this virus will be going on. So businesses may be at a standstill for longer than we expect.
Gosh, Jeff, you're so right. And let's, all hope that that's not the case. But, as we all hope and pray for everybody's best wishes out there, I really think that this is something that is a very wise point to bring up.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the info, Ralph. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Good to see you. And again, best wishes to everybody. And even if you have just general questions about your small business, you don't necessarily want to talk about the SBA Payroll Protection Plan, just want someone to talk to about your small business and maybe the questions you have. I'm always here to answer questions and just kind of give people advice. I want to be there to help every small business owner not only keep the doors open, but bring back as many employees and stabilize their business as possible, because we will get through this, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later.